Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the Intergalactic Space Arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room. Come for the bit, stay for the trip. This is Bit Trip Fate, a spaceship shooter with Robotron-style controls running on a cable. Yeah. With good music. If Super Meat Boy is in the game, how bad can it be? It's Bit Trip Fate, which brings new definition to the term shooter on rails. This has a lot in common with games such as Gradius, except your ship is flying on a path it can't deviate from. You can move forwards and backwards along that line in the middle of the screen, but that's about it. So, have fun. This game is merciless. This particular end boss is not a friend of mine, I'll tell you that right now. Frustrating, yes, but I'll recommend this one because it's an interesting take, quite clever really, on what I would consider the bullet hell shooter genre. The concept is quite simple, really. You're flying Commander Video along that line in the middle of the screen. The red plus in his chest is what you would consider the shot box or the hit box. You want to avoid any damage there or else he takes damage. I love it when I talk myself into a corner and have no way out. And speaking of that, do not get trapped on the left side of the screen in this game or else you're screwed. Now, unlike the other Bit Trip games that I've played, while music and rhythm are certainly present here, they're not critical to the gameplay. It's not a timing or rhythm-based game. It's like Gradius on a string. If you play a lot of spaceship shooters, this one requires a different approach because you can't just fly around the screen at will. You have to stay confined on his little path and just move back and forth. And depending on the shape of his path or waveform or whatever that is, that can either be quite simple or insanely difficult. You'll want to pick up the glowing red cross or plus symbols, which give you health and increase your weapon power all the way to Giga. You can also pick up some temporary friend power-ups as well, which are quite helpful. Bit Trip Fate is not a huge game, but it's affordable and worth every penny, because it's good. It seems to be different from the other ones, but I like the approach. I like spaceship shooters, and this is just different. You've got these twin-stick style shooting controls like Robotron while you're flying on a heart monitor, wishing that it would just flatline. You can take some hits and that'll knock your weapon strength all the way down to nether. When the soundtrack goes quiet, the only thing you'll hear is your impending doom. Yeah, it took me like 40 tries to get through that guy. You'll want to start your game out on easy and then work your way up from there. So a big thanks to Gaijin Games for sending this one to the show. Available on Steam. And a huge thank you to the entire Steam community for being so incredibly supportive. It's Bit Trip Fate. If you like spaceship shooters and you're looking for some additional challenge, then play this one.
Fighter.